You know that feeling that you get the first time you're hanging out with someone after you've had a big fight with that person? It's kind of like a little awkward. Maybe you don't quite know what to say to each other, but you have to figure out a way to just kind of move past it. Well, that's the situation tonight for the Newberg School Board. In less than an hour, they're getting back together for the first time since a massive recall election that had the two leading school board members in danger of losing their positions. It's been a week now, and it looks like the final results aren't likely to change much from here on out. But both board chair Dave Brown and vice chair Brian Shannon will keep their seats. They each got around 52% of the votes to keep them on the board, with about 48% of voters saying they should be recalled. The recall petition started after Vice Chair Brian Shannon proposed a ban on Black Lives Matter and pride flags in schools, and he and Dave Brown, as well as two other conservative board members, opened that up to banning basically anything they think is political in classrooms. This decision pretty much tore Newberg apart. We saw protests from both sides, lawsuits from both sides, school board members saying they were in danger, and kids too said they weren't safe at school, especially BIPOC and LGBTQ kids. And it all came to a head a week ago in this recall election. The turnout was massive. More than 58% of eligible voters in this race cast a ballot, much bigger than school board elections typically turn out pretty much ever. And we talked with recall organizers who say to them, even though they lost, that means something.
And it means that, even though we lost, 50 to 48%, it means that the conservatives who have had a stronghold here in this community for so long really need to be aware that there's a good chunk of this population now that may not fully agree with everything they're doing, and they will be held accountable.
Okay, so now that the recall is over, where does Newberg go from here? Well, recall organizers say they want to get people to pay more attention to these smaller elections. And as for the Newberg School Board, it's basically back to business. They're still working on hiring a new superintendent after they fired the last one in the midst of all of the drama in the last few months. And tonight they're taking public comment, and there are always a lot of people who have things to say at public comment sessions. They're also working on responding to complaints made to the board by people in the community. And we got to look at some of those complaints that have come in over the last few months since the political symbols ban was passed. One person was upset at the board for, quote, institutional racism and violation of the duties of a school board member. Another one for a homophobic slur while computer mic was on. That happened during a school board meeting when they were taking public comment. One person complained that a board member gave board comment in Spanish. Lots of people complained about pride and Black Lives Matter symbols they say are still in classrooms. And one parent was mad about student art depicting pride flags. So believe us when we say that is just scratching the surface of these complaints. There are a lot more of them, and clearly the division in Newberg still runs really deep, and that's not going to go away easily. There are still several lawsuits also that need to play out tied to this case. We will be watching all of it, and of course, we'll let you know what happens.